Martin Odegaard. Apparently his loan is close to being completed to Arsenal, but we have to know, is this move good for both sides, or are Arsenal and Real Madrid making a big mistake? Probably not though. We'll see. Alright, let's eat.
What time is it? Game time!
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Edwin, aka King Jalof, and we are back again. Guys, we have some news coming to the Emirates with Martin Odegaard, the wonder, the boy kid wonder. That guy right there is close to his loan move to Arsenal. Now, listen, I am for this move, but it does come with some baggage, right? It comes with some baggage that people are not talking about right now. So, as always, we gotta discuss it. We gotta see what's going on. Martin Odegaard has not been able to break into that midfield at Real Madrid. That's one thing. No playing time, not so much. He's only had about, what, 2 or 3 starts since his move to Real Madrid. Hasn't really worked out, and now he's fallen out of favor with the manager, Zidane. Now he's on his way possibly to Arsenal, who very much need his services. We need his services a lot. But anyways, so Martin Odegaard to me is young, he's talented. At some point he was recognized as one of the biggest things to happen to football, one of the next biggest things to happen in football, right? Young, talented Norwegian, brings that creative factor to his game, or has that creative factor to his game, and can definitely, I'll say that again, definitely improve the squad of any team for that matter, because he's so young, he's so talented. So if he were to come to Arsenal right now, I would definitely welcome the move of Martin Odegaard to us, because once again, our midfield is trash. Remember, I did a midfield video a couple of weeks ago, I believe, regarding Arsenal and who they should target this summer window, not summer window and January window, for who they should target to help that midfield area, right? It was Joanne Jordan and I believe Isco at the time. Those guys don't look like they're happening anytime soon. Now it's either Martin Odegaard or Emi Buendia. All right, so 2 young players, great. But now we're more focused on Martin Odegaard, and to me, definitely worth the idea of bringing him on loan, but there's some baggage, some things that I'm not really too sure about. So even though Odegaard came in to Real Sociedad on his loan when he was on loan from Real Madrid because he couldn't get game time, he scored 7 goals, I believe, and 9 assists. That's not bad. It's pretty good for a young guy. It's pretty good. But when you come into a new scenery, a new country, a new squad, a new manager, new teammates, right? And you have all these things working against you, sometimes it takes more than you would expect, and every player is different. I'm not even saying that this is because of his age, because Martin Odegaard is pretty young. He's a pretty young footballer, but this is pretty much the same thing or the same circumstances that every football player has to go through, right? Whenever they go to a new scenery, they have to adjust. They have to adjust to the scenery. They have to adjust to the new pitch, everything. And now when you have a guy like Martin Odegaard who's coming into England, who might be coming into England, I'm sure the deal is 90% done. So barring any setbacks, he should be on his way to Arsenal, which is fine. But it's for the rest of the season, which means that the loan is only for 2-3 months until the season ends. So if he comes into Arsenal right now, he would have to first adjust. Now, depending on how long it takes for him to adjust, we don't know, because it's a new scenery. I'm sure this is his first time playing in English football for his lifetime. He's so young, you never know. That's 1. 2, because he has to adjust, and because it's a short loan move, now it's like, okay, well, we have this star young player, this guy who can create and do all the sorts of things that he couldn't do at Real Madrid because he couldn't get any playing time. But because he needs so much time to adjust, he's not going to have enough time to make an impact on the team, because he's still finding his way in, he's still getting adjusted. This is the same reason as to why William Saliba couldn't get any game time. Now, that's probably for other reasons, but part of the reason why he couldn't get any game time was because Mikel Arteta felt as though he didn't adjust right. He didn't have enough time to get suited in, which is why we left him on loan, or we sent him on loan to Nice. That's one. All right, could be the same thing for Martin Odegaard, where he takes so long to adjust and he doesn't end up making the impact that he would want to make or get in shape as he would like to, or for Arsenal fans, make an impact that we would like for him to make, you know? So now we have this dilemma where, okay, he definitely can improve our midfield aspect. Like, to be honest, he's definitely our best creative midfield at the moment, or creative midfielder at the moment if he comes to Arsenal, because even though the likes of Emil Smith-Rowe, who we'll get to later, and Danny Ceballos are there, they're not on this level in my opinion. And both of them are relatively young. Emil Smith-Rowe definitely younger than Danny Ceballos, but on the flip side, they don't possess the same quality that I believe Odegaard offers as a creative midfielder, as a midfielder in general. So now it's like, well, you know, he's coming on loan. Is it really an option, you know, that we would like? Okay, if we have the option to buy Martin Odegaard, then that's fine. Because buying Martin Odegaard, it's a good deal to do. Let's say he comes in, he impresses, and even though it's a short loan, we have the option to buy, that's fine. But because he might be able to go back to Real Madrid after the season, which is a short season for him in this aspect, now it's like, well, him coming to Arsenal, is it really that much of a boost? Not really, because we're not really fighting for anything major at the moment. We're not fighting for top 4, even though it is kind of closer than it seems. Maybe a European finish would be the goal, but listen, you know me, guys. Like, I love the top 4. I like the big things, you know, like the big trophies. Like, I like top 4. Maybe it can help us in our Europa League quest to getting a European trophy, but other than that, it's not really too good of a move, if you ask me, even though I would welcome the move of him coming. Now, Martin Odegaard definitely offers more goal threat than any of our midfielders at the moment, offers more passing threat, so in that aspect, he's good. He's fine by me, but let me go on to this other part of the video, right? The main guy affected by this is Emil Smith-Rowe. Now, he's been on fire ever since Mikel Arteta has decided to put him into the squad, give him some game time minutes, and let him make his own impact. Now, that's all fine and well because he's been playing out of his mind. And I will say this, he's pretty young so far, and he's only had pretty much one bad game since he started. And that was an even average game at that. So he's been playing pretty good. But if Martin Odegaard comes in and he starts to take away from the time that Emil Smith-Rowe needs to develop, then it's a bad thing because now it's like, well, we're shooting his confidence because we're now dropping him for a guy who's probably younger, more skill, more talent, you know. And now it's like, so no confidence, and we're ruining his development process because he's probably our best midfield prospect at the moment. I did, for one, believe in Joe Willock at one point, but I don't really believe in him as much as I do Emil Smith-Rowe at this point because he's making much of a more impact, which is why Emil Smith-Rowe is deserving of the minutes that he's getting at the moment, right? But if Martin Odegaard comes in, now I do believe that you do need squad depth to help in terms of these Premier League matches because listen, whatever the case may be, it doesn't matter what team you are. If you don't have squad depth, you won't win in the long term. That's fine, right? But Martin Odegaard coming in, I know that once he comes in, unless Mikel Arteta finds a way to incorporate both of them on the field at the same time, it's pretty much going to be one or the other. So that's going to be a big issue, but it'll be his job to figure out how things will go on in the future. But other than that, I do think that the move for Martin Odegaard is a good move. I'm not sure exactly the pricing for the move, but I will say this. We need midfield help. It's not a bad thing to get him into the squad, regardless of how good or bad Emil Smith-Rowe is playing at the moment, because, listen, we need rotation. And what if Emil Smith-Rowe gets injured? God forbid it happens. Now we have Martin Odegaard that can come in and do the job. And hopefully, if there's an option to buy later on in the season and he does perform well, then we can talk about the idea of keeping him because, like I said before, we have a bad history with doing business with Real Madrid or these Spanish clubs in general because Barcelona, Dan Suarez didn't really work out. Dan Ceballos from Real Madrid didn't really work out. So now it's like, okay, well, I'm not really too sure how these moves would actually pan out, but based off of history in the last moments. But Martin Odegaard for me is definitely a different level than those two guys. and I do think that he will find a way to succeed. But guys, let me know what you think about that in the comment section below. What type of impact will Martin Odegaard make for his new team Arsenal when the deal gets completed and done? It will get completed sooner or later, I do believe that, but barring any setbacks, he should be an Arsenal player come in the next couple of weeks at least. But guys, that's all we have for this video. Hope that you liked it, hope that you enjoyed it. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe to the video, to the channel. Arsenal, you guys are the winners for today because we are still making some nice business moves at the moment. Bringing a guy like Martin Odegaard who can come in and give some much needed impact to the midfield and to the team. And he's apparently a guy that Mikel Arteta likes, so we'll see how that goes in the future. Guys, always remember, as I grow, we grow together. Stay tuned for the next video.